Hello, my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am building another tiny house. This tiny house is a base game only tiny house, which is, so fun. I've been really into base game builds lately, ever since the recent... I was going to say releasement, but that is so not a word. They recently released The Sims 4 for a temporary time for free, the base game only for free. And I was like, you know what? This is going to bring a lot of new builders into The Sims. Or just all the new players into The Sims 4. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to do some base game builds for you all that are, hopefully have gotten it already. This is a Swedish-inspired tiny house. I actually just looked up on Ecosia because I'm not using Google as my main search engine anymore. I'm using Ecosia, which for every so many searches that you do, they plant a tree, it's pretty cool. Basically because whenever you search things, it develops revenue for search engines and stuff because of sponsorships and ads and stuff. But Ecosia, they use that money to plant trees, and I just thought that was something I wanted to spread. It's Ecosia, Ecosia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. I'm white. Anyway. This house, though, it's just a simple little one-bedroom, one-bathroom house. It's super cute. I just looked up on, images, Swedish cottage, and I saw one, and I was like, this is so cute. It's got the red with the white trim, and to be real, I was actually watching they're basically mini documentaries is what they are, but there's this YouTube channel. Is it Kirsten? Yeah, it's Kirsten Dirksen. I know, I kind of love her name. But they have this channel where they do these tours and these pretty much mini documentaries. They're pretty short. They're like 20-30 minutes. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're like an hour, depends. But they're just these videos about, these alternative living spaces. And sometimes they're tiny houses. Sometimes they're just like experimental houses. Sometimes they're really cool tiny apartments. There's a lot of those. But yeah, it's a really amazing channel. And I definitely recommend that you go check that channel out. There's a plethora of tiny house tour videos on YouTube at this point, which is amazing. And I definitely recommend just typing in tiny house tour and you'll find a million of them for inspiration. But that channel in particular is there's a different vibe, it's different. I like it a lot. But yeah, they did a video where this woman, she built pretty much a Swedish inspired house in her backyard, basically, because she decided to, I think this is what she said, but she rented out the front house, maybe. I don't know. I don't think that was made explicit. I don't remember. I think I just assumed that, but it's basically this tiny house, and it was pretty modernized, to be real, but just the idea of the Swedish tones and stuff like that. I mean, it kind of inspired this tiny house. Again, this is a Swedish-inspired tiny house. It's not like a direct Swedish floor plan or everything, I'm working with just the base game, so there's definitely some limitations there. But I do want to tell you it's as close as I could get it, because I did go halfway into the build, basically when I got into the interior, that seems redundant. But once I got inside, I was like, okay, I don't really know how the interior would look in a Swedish house. So I went ahead and just did a little image search, and I got some pretty good inspiration. I just went with a lot of clean, furniture at first, but then I decided to kind of make it a little bit more rustic because, a lot of the times whenever you look up Swedish homes, they're pretty modern because that's what they're kind of known for at this point, is those really pretty modern houses, and I love them so much. I adore the style. It's amazing. But this is definitely a bit more of a cottage, rustic vibe going on here. And anyway, about the base game, though. I will say the base game in The Sims 4, 10 out of 10. It's still got some missing things. And yes, back in the day, whenever we just got The Sims 4, it was missing a lot. it was missing a lot with a T, with a capital T. It was missing a lot. You know what that capital T was? Toddlers. I didn't even plan that. I'm so good. But seriously, it was missing toddlers. We didn't have pools even. There was a lot of things we were missing. And now we have terrain tools and toddlers and pools and, you know, laptops even, which is amazing. I'm so glad we got that laptop in The Sims 4. Just great. I love it. It's in the base game too, so it's amazing. But also glass roofs. We got that. That's something we never really had. So anyway, like I was saying, I've been building a lot with just the Sims 4 base game lately, and it's really been like a really fun learning experience because it's kind of forcing me to build different things and to approach things differently. And, you know, I've been suffering from, suffering. That's kind of, exaggerating, but I've been dealing with a lot of creative burnout lately, just because I've been really tired from work. Don't get me wrong. My job is not hard by any means. It's like I literally stand at a counter for the most of the day and just check people out. It ain't fun. It's not easy on your body, but it's not like a, crazy hard 9-to-5 job. But I'm a fairly introverted person, so I get kind of exhausted by the time I'm done with my day. And so I come home and I'm just like kind of drained and I don't really want to build anything. But this has really been like invigorating my creativity lately, and I've been really enjoying it. So even if I don't keep doing base game builds a lot until, whenever, this knowledge and this creativity that I've developed will stay with me. So yeah. And also I asked you all about some landscaping tips because I've been kind of, burnt out on how I do landscaping. And someone I know on Twitter, shout out to you, boo. But she actually left a comment. I don't know if I should say names because I don't like saying names unless they let me. I don't know, but you know who you are. You're great. You're amazing. We interact on Twitter all the time. You're cool. But she was like, saying something about, she thinks that a lot more, realistic landscaping is a lot more green and lush. It's less flowery, and I definitely understand that. Like it works, and I'm just like, that is so, like, that's a great idea. Like I'm gonna try to do that more. So I'm gonna start, keeping it from looking so manicured, and I'm going to focus more on like grass. I said that so weird. But yeah, I'm going to focus more on like grass and just bushes and, kind of going a little less crazy with the rainbow flowers. Okay. I'm just going to focus on like 1 or 2 at the most. So anyway, as I am getting into the interior here, I hope that I remember to edit out this one pause. Nope, that's another video. Okay, so you all, I'm gonna start kicking my own butt, and I'm gonna start, focusing on editing, and I'm actually gonna edit out pauses. I hope so. At least I'm gonna try to remember that because I tend to not. But anyway, yeah, this is the point here. You see me pausing just a tiny bit here, but you see me here just like I just typed in Swedish cottage interior, and it was really fun just kind of looking at all of it. And so I just kind of went at it and just went crazy. The only thing that isn't really Swedish is the cabinets, because in The Sims 4 we don't have like a basic white cabinet with like a wood top. We have this with a wood top, and then we have a basic white cabinet, but we don't have one that's like in between. So I'm hoping we get something like that in a patch update or something one day, and even in a pack or something. It'd be great. Speaking of patch updates and packs, here we go. I forget which of I think it's SimGuru Lindsay. She actually was like tweeting out numbers, and it was like code for something. But apparently, and I don't know if this is true, this could be just a joke, this could just be something wishful thinking, this could be what she actually said, because my memory is bad. But she said something about 350 new swatches being added. And I'm like, girl, that sounds amazing. Like, seriously. Like, you know me, I love to build in The Sims 4, but we have a lack of swatches on some of the things. And if we're getting 350, I hope it's just the base game, y'all. Like, everything else is fine, but just the base game, oh, sis, that'll be great. But seriously, I really hope we do get a good amount of swatches, and I hope they're good. I know they're going to be good. I have faith. I'm going to trust them, okay? At least this time. But seriously, and this also brings up the topic. This is something that a lot of people have been talking about on Twitter and on YouTube and stuff, and it's about like what you want to see in The Sims 4, like changes to the game. And I know open world, creative style. I know we all want that. I don't really want that, to be honest. I feel like the creative style would just ruin it. It'd be too much choice. Believe me, it would be. Like, I would be sitting there for hours trying to figure out the right flooring. So, I'm not really going to worry about creative style. Open world would just kind of break it. It would make it run a lot slower and laggier like The Sims 3 did. So they learned their mistake with that. I'm not too fussed about either of those. I like the way The Sims 4 is set up. I would like open neighborhoods in the sense that if you went to a neighbor, you could just like go in and it would like load up the house because all the objects are there. It just seems weird that you have to go through a loading screen. I don't know. There has to be some logistics that I don't understand that they have to do it that way. But yeah, one thing I would like in The Sims 4, and this is something that would be absolutely amazing in every way, shape, or form, would be the option to have non-binary Sims or agender or genderqueer, however they want to put it. The option to have Sims that don't specifically have a gender. And I say have a gender, not identify as not having a gender. I'm saying do not have a gender. I'm learning to redo my language regarding that stuff because it's a lot better to say it that way than... Anyway, I don't want to go too deep. But I would love that myself and also the option to choose pronouns so that, when your Sims are referred to a certain way in like notifications and stuff like that, they can have they or he or she or... it's Z-E. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it Z? Zay? I don't know. That's new to me. I'm not like too like verbose in that because is that even a word? I'm not too like I don't have that much knowledge about that. It was like mentioned in One Day at a Time, and I'm just like I've never heard that in any other place before. I don't know. Anyway, like I was saying, I would love for the ability to choose pronouns because I am a non-binary person. Just so you know, I just want to let y'all know I'm a non-binary person. I am not a gay guy. I'm not a gay male. I am a queer person. I don't have a gender. I go by they. Just saying. I just want to mention that. I know that a lot of people are unsubscribing right now because they don't understand, but I just want to say bye, y'all. Bye. Don't miss ya. Bye. Anyway, it's been a day. I've had a lot of caffeine and I'm crashing. So, hey. But anyway, what else was I going to say? I don't remember. That's for a future video. But yeah, I love you all. Y'all are amazing. Just keep doing you. Y'all are cool. And I love the sunflowers and this and the yellow accents and all that. Anyway, but yeah, this house is on the gallery. All you have to do is search my username, lukeydean, and the hashtag Lukey. All that information is down below. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.